So the beginner's course got me started. It started the process of just about saving my life worth living again. There's a lot of data there, actually. There's lots of little details. Other people's experiences are actually quite useful. And then the intermediate, the more advanced version of the introductory, and that's where they cover the sleep thing. And the sleep thing was a big breakthrough for me, actually. After I did the advanced course, my control pause went up about a few seconds. Like before that, it was less than 20 seconds. After that, it's been pretty consistent at a mere 22 seconds, but that's a big improvement, I had a problem with headaches. At first, they would come on when I even just bent over to pick something up. And if I ever coughed, if I coughed once, then I would get a headache, which would last for over an hour. And a doctor, she diagnosed that I had an infection in my middle ear. If I did anything that would increase the pressure in the head, such as coughing or bending over to pick something up, then that would bring on the headaches for that reason. Coughing, which of course was linked to the headaches, that's got a lot better. I don't really cough. I mean, maybe, I don't know, I might have a cough maybe once every 2 or 3 months. I used to get coughing fits. I don't get those anymore. When I've got a cold or something, which is actually also quite rare now, I might have a little bit of a coughing fit, like coughing 3 or 4 times. And if I have a cold, it will still cause a bit of a headache, but it goes on for a lot less, maybe like a few seconds as opposed to an hour before. This really is true. So, and the headaches don't happen anymore when I bend over to pick things up. I've had a cold, I think maybe once or twice in the last 18 months, I used to get them more often. It still makes life a struggle, but I can carry on now, more easily. That has now definitely improved. I think most of the improvement, a big chunk of it is to do with the Buteyko thing. Yeah, the acid test, like you compare a particular thing you were doing before and after. Like before handing out the leaflets, I'd very easily get very tired. Now I have to work at it pretty hard to overdo it. I can still overdo it, but I have to work at it. The concentration is quite important to me. I'm a somatologist, basically, and somatology involves quite a lot of study. Certainly for me, it does. This has got, it's easier, and I'm more mentally stable. If somebody really goes to me, I can still get upset. This used to happen before, Now it's much less of a problem. It does happen. If somebody really goes for me and attacks me verbally, then I do suffer. Depending on the severity of it, it can take me a while to recover. But previously, I was living in that state all the time, actually, or pretty much, or most of the time, like constant upsets. But you get used to it, you say. You think it's normal, but it wasn't very good, So now it's improved quite a lot. Years ago, I had a severe problem with anxiety. My wife would say it's to do with the coffee. So I stopped coffee. 3 months, 6 months later, the anxiety was still there. Coffee may have had something to do with it, but there were other things happening in my life which were really unpleasant as well at that kind of time. More recently, the other severe problems went away, but I was still very sensitive to coffee. I'd start drinking it like 1 cup a day, or 2 cups a day, and then what would happen was the anxiety would kick in. And life was just horrible, anxious all the time, And also, I'd be sleepy during the daytime and couldn't sleep at night. Tea, I thought tea's a bit safer. I'd switch to that. Same thing. Chocolate even, same thing. Sooner or later, I'd get very tired and sleepy during the day, just sort of laid back, overly laid back during the day. At night, I couldn't sleep properly. And then I think it's pretty clear, from doing this Buteyko thing, I can take chocolate, coffee now if I want to. My wife doesn't like it still. It makes me a bit manic now. But I don't get these other symptoms of getting really laid back and over sleepy and tired during the day and not sleeping at night. It just doesn't happen. When I first started doing this breathing, I would get very sensitive. I haven't been in touch properly with my emotions for a long time. I didn't very good at expressing them. And then when I started doing the Buteyko, if I got upset, I'd feel quite tearful, actually. But it felt like a natural, nice sort of thing in a way. It felt like this is real. This is like reality now, which I wasn't having before. And that went on for some time, that kind of feeling. And now it just feels more like I'm being more normal now, basically. I can get upset, and I show it a bit more now. that's it really. It just feels like I'm a bit more normal now, whereas I wasn't before. It just feels like I'm a bit more normal now, whereas I wasn't before.